Hi Taurus, welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. Today's read is a general read for the collective of Taurus. Anybody that has Taurus in their chart, this message is meant for you. May not necessarily be your personal read. Might be a read for the person sitting next to you that has Taurus in their chart, but please know that I truly intend to get this message directed to you personally. You may or may not resonate with this message. You should know within the first couple of minutes whether it is or is not your message. If you do not relate, resonate, ring-a-ding, or sit at the edge of your seat saying, whoa, that is me, then I definitely encourage you to please go observe your other natal chart zodiacs. They may carry the message you are actually seeking. Now, in the meantime, I do want to bring forth a point out that as you can see, I place the intent of what is headed toward you and to see if we can get some guidance from Spirit in order to address it and how to address it. Now, Spirit may decide to hijack this message and send forth a completely different message that is completely not in any relation to what is headed toward you. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. So I do need to give a heads up, warning, and so on and so forth so that you can be aware of that. It may be in regards to something from the past that Spirit wishes for you to look at, learn from, and observe. Could be in regards to an individual that you're interacting with, and depending on how tight your energies are with that individual, the message could be directed to them about you, to you about them, or vice versa, and it can be that way through the whole read. I definitely wish to reiterate for you to pay close attention, apply where appropriate, and please don't force the message to fit your situation. So with all that being said, you can see that I have the main tarot down. We're going to do a quick overview, then we'll do some clarification to see if we can kind of fine-tune the message. Beings that say general collective, we cannot fine-tune too deeply, but we're going to put forth an attempt here. Then we'll get some messages and some messages and then some guidance from Spirit to see what Spirit has to say in regards to the message. So before we begin, and please forgive me, I am a little tired, so I do apologize if I seem a little off kilter. I am pulling it through for you here, though, so that you can receive your messages. I would like very much to ask Spirit to come forward and assist Taurus in opening their eyes to see, their ears to hear, their heart to feel, and their intuition to discern the message that they are about to receive. All right, for your overall energy, we have the Knight of Swords here. We're wanting to move in swiftly, speak our truth, and it may very well be very harsh. With him being the mercenary, he definitely comes in and has no fear, will speak his truth, and is not afraid about how harshly it comes out, and then he'll go shooting back out really fast. So there's no commitments, but he definitely will set things straight, and he'll do it fast. So, and it could be bringing in messages as well, just bringing in a message, but it'll come in fast. So our current situation here is making a decision to move forward. We'll find out when we do some clarification here. Then your current thought process is the Empress, which can be in regards to an individual that you see as a very powerful individual or creating a new life, whether it be bringing forth new life as in a child, a baby, or a new life as in a new situation, leaving a situation and going into a new one. Not necessarily closing out a cycle, but let's say leaving your home, your family, your mom and your dad, your parents, and then going and creating a new life, whether it be getting yourself into an apartment and starting your life there, or moving in with your partner that you wish to be with and starting a new life that way. But that's what this thought process is in regards to. It can be, and we'll fine tune, do some clarification, see if we can kind of get a little more in depth on this one. The desired outcome is to be very careful in each step that we take, to be very cautious, but make sure that it's stable with each step that you take forward. The obstacles or challenges is to actually see all of the truths, all of the information that's before you, and to know what needs to be cut away. And then the possible outcome is severing what doesn't fit, speaking your absolute truth, and then having a new beginning out of that. So lots of truth being spoken here, a lot of messages being sent out, a lot of garnering. I just heard garnering of information as well, which is the Queen of Swords. So then we had these come out as additionals. When I received the final card, these came flying out on their own. So I saved these instead of putting them back. And we have the King of Cups and the Four of Wands. So there will be happiness and stability. The bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. Passionate, swift movement. Movement that is very passionate and swift. Possible second opportunity. Things working out as they should. Three of Pentacles. Let's do some clarification. See if we can get a little more information here. Please clarify the Knight of Swords for overall energy for Taurus. That one was first, and then that one. Okay, so I like to think of the Hanged Man as kind of like the Four of Swords. He's, going into a stagnant mode and looking at the whole picture so that we can decide the world, what needs to be ended, what needs to be severed, and how we can begin a new cycle. So it can be an air energy, air element that you're interacting with. And again, apply where appropriate. It can be vice versa if it's an individual here. And obviously it is. Definitely wanting to shed some light on how to fill our cup up and be emotionally fulfilled. So please clarify the Two of Wands for Taurus. Current situation, what is headed toward Taurus, please? Please clarify the Two of Wands for Taurus. Thank you. Four of Swords. Taking some time out to look at everything. So again, going hermit, doing the Hanged Man thing. It's the Hermit, it's the Four of Swords. Looking at the whole thing, taking some time to heal so that you can then make a decision to move forward. Definitely some confusion in regards to how to fulfill your own wishes here. Nine of Cups. Please clarify the Empress. Thought process for Taurus. What is headed toward Taurus? High Priestess. So you're trying to listen to your intuition. On what your happily ever after will be so you can create a new life. So you're letting your intuition lead you towards your happiness. Let's get a little bit more here. Why the High Priestess, please? Why the High Priestess? Holding on to the faith and belief that you'll get your wish, and stability will come from that by figuring out how to lay down a foundation. And you believe that that knowledge will come in very swiftly. Please clarify a Knight of Pentacles for desired outcome for Taurus. What is headed toward Taurus? Facing painful truth, huh? That you need to move slowly and steadily forward. There may be some interference that's coming, and that's why you're wanting to be very cautious. That interference can be somebody letting their job become more important to them. It can be another individual stepping in there, but there will be an interference, and so you need to be very cautious with each step that you take forward from here. But the desired outcome is to be able to move steadily forward and for you to recognize the truths in each step. Please clarify the Queen of Swords for obstacles and challenges for Taurus. What is headed toward Taurus, please? Okay, I guess that didn't want to be. King of Swords. Wow, look at that. We got a match here. King of Swords and Queen of Swords. King of Swords sitting right on top of that Queen of Swords. Somebody in your community. Definitely trying to be very logical in regards to this individual that's in your community. It can be a friend. Somebody that's in your circle. So you're trying to be logical, gain all that information so you know what's appropriate and what isn't to cut away. So you can then leave the past behind. But the challenge is being logical and attaining that information. And I can see that. Please clarify the Ace of Swords for the possible outcome for Taurus. What is headed toward Taurus, please? Clarify the Ace of Swords for Taurus. What is headed toward Taurus? Self-sufficiency. A new beginning, speaking your truth, cutting away what doesn't serve, severing all ties that don't belong, and then being self-sufficient and taking that leap of faith. And then you'll be happy and stable. There will be happiness and stability. Let's see if we can get some messages here for you. Messages for Taurus. Ooh, we're reeling you in. We're reeling you in. But entrapment is such a harsh word. All right. I'm going to leave that where that is said. How about some guidance for Taurus in regards to the spread, please? Guidance for Taurus in regards to the spread, please. That's quite a bit there. Let's have a look. We have, you are profoundly clairvoyant. Your third eye will help guide you, heal you, teach you. Please be sure to be willing to forgive so that when you gain the knowledge and information and you realize what needs to be severed and cut away, if you can forgive for the inappropriates, then it won't harm you anymore. Listen to your intuition. You know internally, your guide. You know what needs to be done. You know what's appropriate, what's not. And if you get nervous, focus on what's best to be done. For a side note, and I don't know how that fits, but you do have the ability to be a medium, to connect with departed ones. That's may already be an innate part to you. Your heart chakra, please open your heart up for love. Please don't close it out. Be willing to forgive so that your heart does not close up. And you can manifest and bring forth anything you wish as long as it does not impose on another's will. So, for those of you that are watching this, that this is your read, you are a very gifted individual. You know deep down internally what is right, what's truly occurring. And even your ancestors may be telling you the same thing. Listen to all that. But please be sure not to close your heart. Forgive them, for they know what they do. They know not what they do. Take the higher path. All right, Taurus, that is your read for today, and it's a rather in-depth one as far as your guidance goes. That was quite interesting to have all of those come flying out, because I've been only getting one card or two for the majority. Like this, I've only been getting like one card or two for guidance for everybody, and here you got this slew, because apparently you needed to receive all that to know that you're not crazy. It is really true. You do have a very deep intuition, and you are able to speak with sense and receive messages, all of that. So you're not crazy. There's your verification there. But as far as your message goes, please keep all of this in mind. Once you realize the truth, then happiness will come forward and stability as well. And you can move forward and be, self-sufficient and successful in your own way. All right. So, Taurus, with this being your read, let's look and see about the energies that are in the read here. Again, the more major arcanas you have, the more the diviners that work for you, the more minor arcanas, the more a decision needs to be made of which path you wish to go down, so that the divine then can take action and clear that path for you. So please keep all of that in mind. You have Pisces in here. Which one was that one? Oh, Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra. And that is it as far as the major arcanas go. So definitely a decision. The divine and the universe are waiting for you to make a decision. All right. So with all that being said, I pray that this message has found who it needed to find, been delivered to those seeking information and guidance in regards to the spread. May it have assisted you in opening your eyes to see, your ears to hear, your heart to feel, and your intuition to discern the message that's came through. And I look forward to next week to see what Spirit has to bring forward to you as far as messages go. And until then, may all your choices be very, very blessed.